Hello YouTube land, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing the Legacy Pack from Star Wars 40th Anniversary featuring Darth Vader, a brand new mold for the Star Wars Black Series of Darth Vader, and it's going to be pretty cool to get this guy out of the package once and for all and review this guy. He looks incredible. I just haven't had the time to do the reviews, and then something happened a few days ago that was really awesome, and I'm going to share that with you at the end of this video. And I will go over Darth Vader, and then we'll take a small, you won't see it, well, you might see the break, but we'll go over the entire backdrop and everything else as well. So, and I'm being very vague there because I want it to be a surprise. Anyway, this is the Star Wars 40th Anniversary Legacy Pack, and what this is this comes with an exclusive Darth Vader, and the Legacy Kit, or Legacy Pack, or Kit Legato, or Set Legato, or Assemble Heritage, however you want to play it. You know, all these figures are represented up front, and the reason why is because when you turn it around, that's right, they are bringing out an entire Black Series line of every one of these figures, and this one has Darth Vader. Now, I already did a review of R2-D2. There are a few other figures that I am going to review, and I'm going to keep those as a surprise for the moment, just because I am still in the middle of it. There is a lot of different languages on this. You know, you have it here in English, and then I'm sure Spanish and French, and I'm not sure if the other one's Italian. Looks like Italian, but I can't be 100% sure. And looks, you know, there's the board. Now, the Legacy Pack, this whole backdrop, a smaller version, was sent out to those in the 1970s who, you get a little card, I believe it was. I forgot how my parents ordered it for me. I had this when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I've been collecting Star Wars figures since I was a little kid. My parents made the promise to my brother and I, we'll buy you any Star Wars figure we find, and up until the point they passed, they did. They would buy us almost anything. It was really amazing, the Star Wars stuff that we would find and stuff. And we also grew out of Star Wars for a while, but, you know, when you become an adult collector, you grow right back into it. So, you know, the package is oops, sorry, bumped that camera again. Package is really nothing fancy except that nice silver embossed foil 40th Star Wars. And of course you have Darth Vader in this nice window package, and that's it for this package. It's very simple and you know, nice to find on the shelf when I found it. I did find this a few weeks ago. These are hitting the shelves even more and more, especially as the 4th is coming up, and you know, they're announcing more Star Wars stuff. So without further ado, let's get Darth Vader out of this box and take a look at him. And here he is. He's in another package. I'm not sure if you saw that when he was in there, but yes, he comes on these nice cards that are paying homage to Kenner and how they would send out, you know, they had the figures, they were on a smaller card, and, you know, you'd get your Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, whoever it was you were collecting, they would be there. And he looks really cool. Like, you can see a lot of the updated detailing, especially on with his suit, and then his helmet is different. So I just wanted to show you the package, the nice picture of Vader here from Star Wars, and then of course you have all the different figures listed again, and then the Legacy 40th Anniversary Legacy Pack. Now, I'm not sure if Vader's going to be sold separately, and if he is, great, but they're saying the rest of the figures are going to come out in June, so keep your fingers crossed. All right, so that is it for this package. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Darth Vader himself. Okay, and we're back. Here he is, Darth Vader, out of the package, and I will go ahead and measure this guy. He is just, I mean, he's 7 3/4, it looks like. 7 3/4 inches. Sorry, that ruler doesn't have centimeters, and I'm not familiar. I don't have a ruler that has centimeters. That's my wood tool ruler. Anyway, so here he is in the plastic flesh, I guess. And here is the new helmet. Looks really, really good. Even his eyes are painted. Yeah, they're painted red. That red hue that was in the original Star Wars movie. And he has like really nice gloss paint fittings on his face. Really, really show off like the sculpt itself. And oh my god, this thing. The helmet looks like the clear helmet from the Walgreens exclusive, the one where he was being electrocuted. The clothing here that goes over the upper armor, thought it was different, but when I took a look at the picture here on the card, that's exactly what it is. His cape is back, and he's got cloth going over his armor. It was in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It was different. I'll have to go back and confirm for Empire, but I know Return of the Jedi, it was definitely different, where you saw the entire upper chest piece. He is your typical black figure. He only has a 90-degree bend at the elbow. He can extend out. He can do a full 360 with his arms. He does have a wrist swivel and a hinge in his wrist, so he can do a couple of different poses with his hand. No upper bicep swivel. You do get a bicep swivel here in his elbow joint. He can kick out to the side about that far, and he can kick up that far, and really can't kick back, but Darth Vader's not known for kicking. He does have an upper thigh swivel. He does have a double knee bend, which is really nice. So you can get some good, you can have him crouching and begging to the Emperor if you want. But my Vader doesn't do that because, one, I don't know the Emperor. I don't think Darth Vader begs. He does have a nice hinge, really nice hinge for his foot, so you can really get some dynamic poses. And he has this heck of an ankle pivot, so this is really nice. Really like the glossiness of the boots, the difference in the chest. Now I'm going to go ahead and I opened my other Black Series. I decided I'm opening all my figures unless I'm going to sell it right away. I'm opening these things because I have boxes everywhere and it's tired of having boxes. This is the Return of the Jedi figure, and it looks like he's just a hair shorter. Not much. Maybe a hair shorter. His helmet is smaller. It flares out, but because of the gimmick where you can take the helmet off to see Anakin, you can't do that with this. The head stays on. So it's a little bit of a wider face. This just has a wider face to it compared to, this new mold for Vader. And I will tell you, and as you can see here, since this is the Return of the Jedi Vader, you also have the clothing going underneath. The buttons and everything are different. On the belt, these are further back and green with silver. These are green with the one red dot and silver. The chest plate is very different from both. He has blue, red, white, and all kinds of white and red buttons. This is just silver and white, or gray and white with a green and red button, or light. And, other than that, they look pretty much the same, except the boots are very, very different. The molding is different, and the paint is a lot different. And I will say, I do like the old Star Wars, or the new 40th anniversary Star Wars, better. This cape is thicker, so it hangs a lot better. The Return of the Jedi cape had these extra sewn in pieces of fabric to help hang the cape, because I think they were having issues. Maybe it wrinkled, or maybe it just didn't hang like it should. But yeah, I think this Vader really does make this one. He's still good Vader, don't get me wrong. Okay, this Vader right here, I would say he's a really good Vader. This Vader here, I just like better. I do. I like him a lot better. I like the paint. I like the fabric. I think the molding is better. You know, he's got the hand where he could look like he's choking you or he's pointing at you. It's one of those, and you know, you can pose him really cool. So, and his head is on has a very minor hinge or ball joint in there. Just not enough movement because of the neck piece that flares out a little bit. And it's the same with this guy as well. So let me get him out of here. Now to compare apples and oranges, or oranges and candy bars, or apples and candy bars, depending on how you want to look at it. Some people may say this is an unfair comparison. Some people I think it's a pretty fair comparison, just because this is the SH Figuarts Darth Vader. He's a lot smaller, as you can see. He does have a bunch of interchangeable hands. He does have a nice lightsaber. It's a little longer than this one, being given how short he is. Even with that, the price that you pay for this guy, like the moldings are more in kin to the moldings on Return of the Jedi. Actually, the whole suit is Return of the Jedi based, as opposed to the Star Wars base. But that being said, good Vader, but this new Star Wars 40th anniversary really does stand out for me. I like him a lot. I think they did a great job with him, and with all the figures that they have coming out for this set that you can display, I think it's going to be fantastic. If you see this guy on the shelf, and it's $40, it's $39.99 retail, suggested retail. However, if you look at places like GameStop, they're $44.99. I've only seen him at Target and Walmart. I haven't seen him at Toys R Us yet. Toys R Us is really late, at least in my area, getting any of the 40th anniversary figures, which is really sad because they're missing out. These figures are great. You can get them online, but you can't get them, you know, in the store. So, which is kind of dumb. So, anyway, this has been my review of Star Wars 40th Anniversary Black Series Darth Vader. And I'm very happy I got this figure. I didn't mind spending a little extra because he's worth it. Now, I'll be right back with a nice surprise. Right, and we are back, and I think this all fits right on there. And okay, so this is the entire stand built up. Here is Darth Vader. I'm going to put his here, and I'm going to have his sword in his hand as he is displayed on this stand. He is right here according to the back of the packaging. And I am going to do it according to the back of the packaging because I think it's kind of interesting. Alright, so there is Lord Vader standing in front of a TIE fighter shooting at an X-Wing, which is kind of cool in its own right. Now the surprise is, let's bring him out. Let's go ahead and bring out General Ben Kenobi. And this is now I have him in the 40th anniversary. They are their same figure that came out with the other Black Series. He does go here at the end. I think, let's see, I've got to get that foot in there. There's a peg here. Ooh, come on now. Shouldn't it be that hard to put a figure on a peg, right? You know these are all supposed to be built just for these figures, right? So, but you know, Hasbro. And let's see. You know, you got to have, now with the 40th anniversaries, Luke Skywalker is exactly the same as well. Just like Ben Kenobi, he's exactly the same. No face sculpt changes or anything else. I was kind of bummed about that until you see the princess. And the princess actually did, and I'm going to show you the comparison here. This is the Princess Leia from the Black Series line, the non-40th anniversary, the red box ones. And her face is really puffy. And then this on the left is the figure from the, let's see if I could focus that in just a little bit better. That didn't work, did it? Let me get her out of the way. A lot better. She's got more pink in her face. She's got the lipstick on. Her eyes look better painted. So this is the 40th anniversary line, Princess Leia. And she goes right here next to Luke. Now, when I was out toy hunting the other day, I sound like an old writer. When I was out doing this the other day, I stumbled across something very cool. And they don't come out till later this week. And here is Han Solo, exact same figure as well. No changes, even though he's an incredible looking figure. I thought originally when I took a picture of all these guys and I posted on Instagram, I was like, oh my God, even Harrison Ford looks more like Harrison Ford. And you know what? He's the same. He looks the exact same as the Black Series. And let me get her out of the way. Figure, and there's no difference. They look great. He looks fantastic, just like the original. Here is R2-D2. This is just like the back of the box. That's why I'm lining them up like this. Now, my surprise. This is the 40th anniversary Chewbacca, who looks pretty much the same as he did for the rest of the Black Series. And that piece keeps coming off. Just with a simple nudge, this piece pops off. So this goes right down here. There he is. I'm going to bring this over. Sorry, I'm going to push this back actually, so maybe we can get everybody in there. Bring this back a little bit. Okay. Stormtrooper. This is the 40th anniversary Stormtrooper, just like the Black Series that were in the box. And really good. I mean, when you already have it done right, I guess you really don't need to fix it, right? It's a Stormtrooper you can't miss. The next three are all new figures to the Black Series in general. We have our Tusken Raider, who I think looks incredible. He comes with a lot of accessories besides his stick, his staff. He does have a long-range rifle, and he has a bunch of different interchangeable heads for the Raider staff. He does have a trigger hand for his rifle. He has this long cloak for him, and it comes all tucked up inside, so when it comes out it's all ratty and wrinkled and everything, and I really like that. I think that's cool. I think the way that is just really neat that they did that little extra detail. We also have the Death Squad commander. So in his helmet comes off, so he's got a nice trim haircut. Not a bad face sculpt. Come on, focus. There we go. He does come with his blaster and just, really nice molding for the rest of his suit. And the helmet is really cool. I mean, they should be able to, if they did this helmet, they should be able to do a bunch of the rebel soldiers that were on the the Senate guards that were on the ship at the beginning of A New Hope that were murdered by Vader, and we can reenact that scene, which would be really cool. So, and then we're going to put the Tusken Raider over here. All right, that's that. Now, this one, C-3PO, Silver Leg, Walgreens just did an exclusive of this figure that I bought, and I have, and I'm kind of disappointed that I did, because he came out as a 40th anniversary figure anyway, and I had to hunt this guy down to get him. So, thanks Hasbro for that. but I'm not complaining. He's a cool figure. Now I have 2 C-3POs, or 3 C-3POs. I have the one with red arm too. And last but not least of the new figures, this guy's my favorite. I've always liked Jawas. And this guy is really, really cool. Look at the mug on that guy. He's got the little cloth wrapping around his face. It's like, because the description of Jawas is they put flies and other dead insects on their face to hide their appearance and to also keep them cool. Really cool figure. I mean, he comes with the little laser thing that electrocuted R2, and just really nice detailing. This is a heavy plastic, and he looks like he's detailed all the way through. I mean, his boots are decked out and stuff. He does have nice range of motion, just like the he can go out, he can do a 360. He has a bicep swivel. I mean, this is the Tusken Raider, I will say, I forgot to mention, is limited by his cloak. So you can take it off and do extra poses with him if you need. But just like everybody else, he's got a peg. And just like that. Come on. Boom. They're done. So this is the entire 40th anniversary collection for Star Wars. These are supposed to all come out on May the 4th, or May the 4th be with you. Except the new ones, they said June. But because I was able to pick these guys up over the weekend, prior to May 4th, they should be out on May 4th if you don't have them now. And looking at the entire set, it's a whole bunch of nostalgia. It looks amazing. If you're looking for them, if you're a Star Wars fan at all, you're going to be getting these guys. If you're a big Star Wars fan, you're going to be all over these guys. This set is amazing. And I'm very happy that I was able to pick up the entire set. Excuse me. And that being said, if you are a Star Wars collector, they're out there, man. Start paying attention to your Walmarts, your Targets. And may the 4th be with you on your hunt. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.